What's up, guys? Just here back to my channel, and I'll be doing a review for AW Collision, which was live tonight. So let's get to it then with the first match. ROH Tag Team Title Bunkhouse Brawl. Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, who are the champions, versus Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. ROH ring announcer Bobby Cruz is in the ring and begins the formal pre-match introductions for the champions and challengers for our opening contest, which features the ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line in a bunkhouse brawl. Out in their bunkhouse gears comes the natural Dustin Rhodes and the Spanish God Sammy Guevara. They sell inside the square circle as we see a look around the ring where tables, trash cans, and other goodies are shown. The theme for the Undisputed Kingdom hits, and out comes the team, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. As they get halfway down the entrance ramp, they are met by the champs, and then the fight is on. The bell sounds, and this bunkhouse brawl is officially off and running. Dustin gets a "You still got a chant" for rubbing a belt buckle on the face of his opposition. That's young man stuff right there, folks. Bennett and Taven hit a wild doomsday device spot with Guerrero being blasted off the shoulders of his opposition on the floor by a ring dive. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, guys. It's the scrolling thing for the whatever. Moments later, a taser is introduced in the bout on the top of the stage before Rose hits a wild running bulldog off of the stage through a table way down below. In the ring, Guevara seems to hurt his arm with the big ring to floor spot through a table. We head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see some more big ladder bumps and barbed wire insanity leading to the finish. Mercifully, with Guevara and Rhodes scoring the pin to retain their ROH World Tag Team Championships and a bloody crowd-pleasing spectacle to kick off this week's show. So winners and still ROH World Tag Team Champions Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. All right. Next match is Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and Hologram versus the Premier Athletes. After the match, we check in with Lexi Nair, who is with the conglomeration backstage. Mark Briscoe delivers the audio goods like only he can, schooling the pro wrestling world with his word of the day and other verbal redneck foo to promote their match. Tonight we head to another commercial. When we return, a 10-second vignette. They're simply showing AW 5-year anniversary, the date of the show next Wednesday, and the letters DMD, Shivani, and company talk amongst themselves about the return of Dr. Britt Baker DMD next week as we get ready for our next match. Oh my god, the scrolling from this website. Anyways, but first we shoot to a backstage interview with Evil Nuno, who is standing around with his Dark Order buddies when up walks Darby Allin. Yes, still wearing the fluffy pink coat. He goes nose to nose with Uno, and makes it clear he wants a real fight tonight. Uno gets worked up, and it looks like he's gonna get one. "Reach for the sky, boy," are the next words that we hear as we shoot back inside Mass Mutual Center, and Mark Briscoe, Kyle Riley, and Hologram head to the ring for our next match. Rocky Romero is also out with them. We hear smart Mark Sterling babbling about the AEW Day ceremony in Springfield earlier today as he leads the Premier Athletes team of Tony Nese, Josh Woods, and Ariel Daivari to the ring. The bell sounds and off we go. After some general early back and forth action, we head to a mid-match break. When we return, O'Reilly makes a much-needed tag to Hologram, who hits a nice tiara to knees, followed by a unique style facebuster. A spinning wheel kick from knees cuts him off, but he makes the tag to Briscoe, who comes in with some redneck kung fu. Briscoe boots knees off the apron exploder. Daivari but runs into an elbow from Woods. DVD to Woods in response. Um, Moments later, we see Briscoe climbs the ropes. Sterling tries to distract, but Rocky Romero gets involved, and this leads to a big hologram dive to take out Sterling. Inside the ring, a J Driller from Briscoe connects on Woods for the pin. So winners are Mark Briscoe, Kyle Riley, and Hologram. Alright, next match is Mario May versus Lady Frost. After a quick backstage segment with the MXM Collection talking about giving Max Caster of the Acclaim's jacket a makeover, it is hyped that the Grand Slam finale to New York Fashion Week is coming back inside the arena. Back inside the arena, we get set for our next match of the evening. AEW Women's World Champion, the Glamour Mariah May, will be in non-title action as she squares off against Lady Frost. The ring entrances are in the rear view, and the bell gets us started. Mariah gives Nigel a little wave and blows a kiss, which nearly gives him a heart attack before his highly anticipated in-ring return. Lady Frost nearly steals the win, rolling up an unsuspecting May from behind for a close 2 count. May hits the Mariah go around and then dominates Frost in the corner. Frost lifts herself up to the top rope. May chops her and hits the Stratus-esque Hurricanrana Frost with a cartwheel to get behind May and drop kick. We see a big diving tornado from Frost gets a 2 count. Frost looks for the Chiller Driller. May shoves her off. Wheeler is caught. German suplex to Frost, but Frost is back up and hits a German of her own. Moments later, May hits Storm Zero for the win. So winner is the Glamour Mariah May. Our next match is Darby Allin versus Evil Uno. A video package airs promoting the Glamour Mariah May's upcoming AEW Women's World Championship defense against Yuka Sakazaki on the AEW Dynamite Grand Slam special event scheduled for next Wednesday night at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York. Backstage, Lexi Nair is standing by. By with Will Nightingale. She says life is full of ups and downs, and she's inspired by Sakasaki's drive to succeed this week. Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie appear and question Willow's loyalty. Alright. She tells Willow that if she really had Yuka's back, she'd be there and ringside at Dynamite. The Road Rosa offers protection for Zakazaki in New York instead, noting she has connection with Will versus Taya Valkyrie appears set for AEW Rampage. We had to excuse me. We had to another commercial. We return the Acclaim and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn feature in a quick backstage promo segment. The Learning Tree versus the conglomeration is announced for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. Back inside the arena, Darby Allin's steam hits. Out he comes. Yeah, still wearing the fluffy pink ass jacket. He sells in the ring for his own showdown against Evil Uno. Out comes his masked opposition Power walking to the ring with the purpose still seemingly fired up following her interaction earlier in the show. As soon as the bell sounds, Uno smacks the ever-loving hell out of Allin, knocking him down to the mat. In the process, he follows up with some clubbing blows in the corner and builds on an early offensive lead. Allin fights from underneath the majority of the match, but ultimately makes a comeback and hits a coffin drop for the win. So winner is Darby Allin. Alright, next match is Queen Aminata versus Renee backstage. Renee Paquette interviews a worked up last outlaw Jeff Jarrett, who issues the challenge to Hangman Page for a lumberjack strap match at AEW Dynamite Grand Slam next Wednesday night. The bout will feature Dark Order, Bang Gang, the conglomeration, Jay Lethal, and Santam Singh will each have 4-foot-long, 4-inch wide leather straps that they will surround the ring with. After that route, we head back inside the arena where Queen Aminata makes her way to the ring, as does Serena Deeb. The bell sounds and officially off and running with women's singles action. Our next match of the evening, Deeb takes an early offensive lead, showing her submission pros, locking Aminata in a surfboard stretch, and Aminata survives, but Deeb continues to inflict punishment as we shoot gears into a mid-match commercial break. Following the return from the break, we see much of the same still going on in the ring. Aminata starts to fight back and gets an offensive run of her own, hitting a vicious running kick to Deeb as she was laid up in the corner. Ultimately, however, Deeb takes back over and scores the win. So winner is Serena Deeb. Alright, All-Star main event match. Well, after this will be the Nigel McGuinness segment after this match. So All-Star 10-man tag team match. FTR, Hook, and Outrage versus Roger Strong, the Beast Mortals, Roosh, and Grizzled Young Veterans. Main event time. But first, we shoot to Renee Paquette, who was standing by with Saraya, and Hardy Cameron, who began reading a list of 10 different rules for the Soraya's rules match between Soraya and Hardy Cameron for AEW Grand Slam. We head to another commercial break. When we return, the ROH Tag Team Champions Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara still covered in blood and their bunkhouse attire are interviewed backstage. Guevara challenges Kazuchika Okada for a match at AEW Grand Slam. Once this wraps up, we shoot back inside the arena where the entrances take place for the 10-man involved. The final match of the evening, and it's All-Star Man Tag Team main event time here on this week's live episode of AEW because the bells silence and Fitch are running with this one. Kicking things off for the respective teams are James Drake of GYV and Cash Wheeler of FTR. Come on. After some initial early action, all 10 guys end up in the ring, and a big brawl breaks out among everyone as order is restored, and the heel team start to shift the offensive momentum in their favor. We shift gears into mid-match commercial break. When we return, Tony Schiavone hypes Nigel McGuinness delivering a message to Bryan Danielson on the final show before next week's AEW Dynamite Grand Slam special event at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York. Meanwhile, in the ring, Rouge goes on an offensive rampage. Eventually, Hook gets the hot tag and hits the ring with a ton of energy, taking it to any and everything that moves. The grizzled young veterans end up getting the better of him as they settle back into a comfortable offensively. We head to another mid-match commercial break timeout. This time, when we return, the Outrunners bring the crowd to life in Springfield, but ultimately they are handled and beaten down by the opposition, who take back over once again as Roderick Strong controls the action on the mat. We had to, it's another mid-match break. Money. Alright, when we return, things come to a head as FTR nearly has this one in the bag. They look for their Shatter Machine until the Beast Mortals stops them with the Samoan drop. Rouge and Mortals beat down Hardwood, and then, as always, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Rouge scores a win. So winners are Rouge, Grizzle, Young Veterans, the Beast Mortals, and Roger Strong. Alright, Nigel McGuinness, final words, segment, main event here. Backstage, Randy talks into the camera in a solo promo segment. The Professor challenges Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, to a match for her return announced for the 5-year anniversary edition of AEW Dynamite in 2 weeks. From there, we shoot to Nigel McGuinness, who is on the top of the entrance stage. He shows off his Brian Fierce Nigel t-shirt and cuts a promo but about Danielson being a coward who is afraid of him, and says that is why he hasn't responded to his challenge for Grand Slam yet. Tony Schiavone takes issue with McGuinness' comments and leaves his share of the commentary. As he approaches Nigel and tells him Brian isn't afraid of him when he mentions that in his 5 decades of calling wrestling, Danielson is the best he's ever seen. Nigel loses his cool and threatens Schiavone, telling him if anyone else said those words, he knocked their lights out. He tells him to go sit down and shut his mouth. Schiavone obliges. Nigel walks and talks as he heads to the ring. He tells Danielson he better answer his challenge next week. That's how this show goes up there. So yeah, I think Brian got hurt for real though, during that after the AEW All Out peer review and stuff. So his match wasn't in the main event, but yeah. So anyways, good showtimes, alright and stuff. There were some good matches, earlier tonight and stuff. So anyways, that was it for this video. Hope you like it, not whatever stuff. So like, subscribe, hit that bell button, leave a comment. So if you guys want to leave a comment, I don't care what you guys do. Anyways, that was it, and I'll see you guys in the next video for Monday Night Raw. Alright, laters.